B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.
Just kidding.
Hey guys, Saturday. What a weird ass Saturday it's been. I was supposed to help a friend doing a little siding today, and it's pretty much rained all day. Pretty much. Why not? It's a Saturday. What are we looking at today? Well, we're looking at a little something with a lot of letters in its name, and still gonna botch this up, and he's just gonna put his head in his hands. And that would be Paul over at PA Brew News, who, he tries, but what can you really do with something like that? HaandBryggeriet, maybe? If not, I honestly don't care. This is NYHalfassprepper. Thank you. This is a Norwegian brewery, and this is their Smoke Without Fire Smoked Ale. It's 8% by volume. And but before we do that, got a little package in the mail today from my good friend Jim Hornet Fixer. Telling you about what I've seen in his video, taking a bird cage and converting it into a bottle opener. Along with that, he sent that. So, thank you, Jim. And here we go. Let's give her a try. I was looking at this, and this was obviously made with some kind of a lathe, and all it is a one quick pass through there. Put a dado blade on someone's table saw who you don't really care much for, and you could probably make a couple of these before the blade was completely shot. Otherwise, if you mounted this in some kind of a jig, you could just make a series of cuts. It wouldn't be quite as nice as that, but yeah, who cares? And it works. And I instantly get the smell of the smell of smoke. Let's see what it looks like. I'm guessing it looks smoky. Ooh, we got some serious action there. Wow, and that's very unfiltered looking. So just as a side note, listening to quite a few of you guys, and I'm sorry, but Johnny, trying to think of who else was jumping on the bandwagon. You should get an iPhone, get an iPhone. Well, you know what? I don't really do them. We had one for a while where the kids were in school, and I've never really learned to speak Apple. So I picked up the HTC One M8 today. Actually, we picked up a couple of them. Samantha has a birthday coming up in a very short amount of time, and she has been a little disappointed with her iPhone, and she keeps going back and forth, but she converted from her iPhone back, so we surprised her at work and gave her phone. Surprisingly, not only did we accomplish picking up a couple of cool phones today, but managed to lower our monthly rates on both accounts, because Christine and Samantha are on one account and I'm on another account. So I can tell you right off the bat, it seems like a pretty cool device. It has all the abilities to do everything from print to I was able to program it to run my entertainment center. So that's pretty cool. So, blah. So yeah, you guys like Paul Hasman. This is what he told me to get. He didn't really like this one because he said it was a little bit too big for the cargo pocket. I really haven't added any special pictures or anything to it yet, but overall it's about this. I think this one was just a little, whatever the hell that sound is, a little bit bigger than the S4, but the reviews on the S, especially the S5, weren't very good. So put it in an OtterBox Defender right away. Not quite as sealed off as some of them due to the fact that it has 2 speakers on it, which I also like, that the sound is out front instead of buried in back. So that's kind of a little bit, kind of a, almost Coca-Cola, but kind of dirty look to it. Definitely a ton of carbonation. It's got kind of a bizarre sweetness to the smell, but you can definitely pick up that, you know, like that campfire wood kind of a smell. Alright, so cheers, guys. And this is one that the taste and the smell definitely align a lot. There's a almost like malty fruit sweetness to it, and through the whole taste sensation, you get that that smokiness. Very, very interesting. I've had some with that smoke flavor to them, but I think this one may be more of a heavy hitter than any of the ones that I've had before. Off the top of my head, I can't remember which one it was that kind of rivaled this a little bit, but that fruitiness to it kind of gets drowned out by that. HaandBryggeriet. Sure, okay. Thanks, Paul. Really appreciate it. No, I do. Sometimes New York Half-Ass-Prepper just thinks it's, you know, part of the shtick to fuck up the name of every single. And that's exactly what he asked me. Just out of curiosity, is that just part of it? You know, you just like, you know, fuck up the name of every single beer? No, but in my defense, after doing the video and uploading it, and just for the giggles of it, going over to Beer Advocate or Rate a Beer or whoever happens to have something that pops up for, most of them are both, but then after that, you know, especially if they've got some really screwy names like this, maybe do a search on YouTube and see if anybody else has reviewed them. And case in point, there's been quite a few of them where if you watch 5 videos, you're going to hear 5 different ways it's being pronounced. So not to question you, Paul, but how in the hell do I know that yours is the definitive bottom line? Because you're you. Yeah, this is oh, it has a little licorice in there, black licorice. That maltiness, but yeah, you're definitely getting that big infused smoke in there. You know, not like sitting in front of the fire while it's actually happening, but you know that kind of the next day thing. You know, when you go out in the backyard and find Chris alone with company, still passed out, laying next to the fire pit. That son of a bitch could sleep anywhere. I have hit him and screamed in his ear, and he does not wake up. As a matter of fact, last year, not only did he fall asleep in the fire pit, and it took a few of us to wake him up to get him in the house because he would have woke up with no blood in his system because of the mosquitoes. And holy shit, I think this is going to be a bad year. We're only like what, 1 week into the weather not sucking ass, and already they're out there. I have one of those bug zapper lamps, kind of like Steve, like you have in your videos, where all of a sudden you hear, like get a big moth in there and they just cook for a while. It takes a little gel thing in the bottom that's supposed to attract mosquitoes. So in theory, you're supposed to stick these like around the perimeter so the insects go to it and not to you. But got a local hardware store that I bought it at, kind of like our version of a Lowe's, and it was like $28, and it came with one of those scent things. And I think I'm gonna go over and see if I can pick up 2 or 3 more of them. And just told Christine I was just gonna go over, get a credit card and see if I can get like $5,000 cash line on it, and just go buy enough of them to build a fence around our yard in them. I hate bugs. It really wrecks your outdoor time when you're like, oh, let's go outside and sit down, and all of a sudden, oh man. Yeah, I don't know. That to be honest, that smokiness is almost starts to border on overwhelming. I like it, but this is a beer that you're seriously gonna want to ease your way through. For me, I don't see gulping it down. And it would pair nicely with okay. I think I'm gonna go take the girls over and get some burger baskets, and maybe pick some kind of a interesting movie. Still got to watch Lone Survivor. So where does this fall on the E scale? It's definitely unique. I'm really impressed with the actual amount of that smoky flavor they're able to retain in the beer. It's going off of how thick the carbonation is, and the chunks that are dropping inside there. This has to be an unfiltered, I didn't read it anywhere on here, and doesn't say that it's unfiltered, but I am guessing that it is an unfiltered beer. So I'm glad I tried it. Like I said, this would be something I'd actually consider like kind of a treat for myself. If I ran across this again, yes, I would get this again. Everyday drink? I don't think so. I think it's a little too zesty on that smoke part. So I personally could be way off on this. Like I said, I'm kind of liking it. I would go for an 8.5 on this from the E-scale. Tomorrow, Sunday. Something from the man Heffy, I think. What's this? Why not? Something from Magic Hat. Called Heart of Darkness. It's a stout. Diabolically delicious stout. Alcohol percentage on this? No. Here we go. 5.7%. So let's take a look at that. Got an eye on you guys. Let's take a look at that tomorrow. You guys enjoy your Saturday. And we will see you tomorrow. And again, thank you, Jim. That is cool. I don't think that'd be too bad to try to recreate, but it's always about having the right tools, isn't it? So, okay, guys. See you tomorrow.